Kool TV proudly presents the 2024 63rd District Baseball Tournament live from Greenup County High School. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and the 63rd District Baseball Tournament live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Greenup County High School, the home of the Musketeers in the 63rd District Baseball Tournament. Opening round action tonight as the one-seeded Raceland Rams will tangle with number 4 seed Lewis County. And then coming up a little bit later on, number 2 Greenup and number 3 Russell. Those games are scheduled to get underway somewhere around 8 o'clock this evening. We'll have both of those for you right here on Kool TV. Then back here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock first pitch for the 63rd District Baseball Championship. Then tomorrow night, we start up with softball. I'll be with you over at the softball complex tomorrow night at 6 and 8 o'clock. The first game, Russell and Raceland in the 2 versus 3 matchup, and then Greenup County and Lewis County will play in the 1-4 matchup. Championship for the girls will be on Wednesday. We go to Sunday. That's going to be the opening day of softball regional tournament over at Paul Blazer High School. 11-1, 3-5, the game's scheduled for there. Baseball scheduled to start on Monday. They'll play 4 games on Monday. Then both sports will play semifinals on Tuesday. And then the championship games will be played on Wednesday. And you can catch all the action on both baseball and softball right here on Kool TV. Lewis County trying to take the most important game of the 3-game series. That's the final one. They fell to Raceland in the regular season meetings, 4-1 and 10-6. Both of those games played at Raceland because the first game was scheduled at Raceland. Game 2, we had a bunch of rain. Lewis County could not play host. So in the process, they said, well, you can come here and play. And Sammy said, why not? So Lewis County was the home team on the scoreboard in game number 2, and they fell in that game 10-6. Xavier Prater was the man who had the ball that night. He will have the ball here this evening. Braden Webb will get the call for the Rams. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll check our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. 63rd District Baseball on a beautiful evening here in Lloyd. Coming to you after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
First,
Back here in Lloyd as we get you ready for first pitch between Raceland and Lewis County. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lewis County Lions. They come in with a record of 12-16 under head coach Sammy Holder in his 6th season. Started there in 2019. Leading things off and playing left field is Connor Plank. Batting second and catching is Colton Tacken. Batting at third and playing at third base is Kyron Ferguson. The cleanup hitter is the pitcher Xavier Prater. Batting fifth at shortstop, Kason Roberts. Batting sixth in center field is Braxton Egbert. Batting seventh as a designated hitter is Waylon Reeder. Batting eighth at first base is Brody DeTillion. And batting ninth and playing second base is Cam Ferris. Plank, Tackett, Ferguson, Prater, Roberts, Egbert, Reeder, DeTillion, and Ferris. And Reeder will be hitting for the right fielder of Hunter Bivens. Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Raceland Rams, 27-7. Under head coach Marty Mills in his 8th season. He started back in 2017. Leading things off in center field is Parker Fannin. Batting second and playing first base is Caden Shore. Batting third and pitching is Braden Webb. The cleanup hitter is the catcher Eli Lynn. Batting fifth in right field, Zane Bailey. Batting sixth at shortstop is Parker Eisen. Batting seventh in left field, Connor Thacker. Batting eighth and playing third base is Landon Bloss. And batting ninth at second base is Michael Pennington. Fannin, Shore, Webb, Lind, Bailey, Eisen, Thacker, Bloss, and Pennington. We'll take our final break. We'll play some baseball when we return after this for the 63rd District Baseball Tournament in Lloyd after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic, saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that chocolate, chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, rippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Greenup County High School, getting ready for Raceland and Lewis County, the opening game of the 63rd District Tournament. Let's take a look at our starting pitcher for the Rams tonight. It's the senior southpaw of Braden Webb. Webb comes in with a record of 5-2. He also has 2 saves on the year, a 2.22 ERA. This will be his 14th appearance, 10th as a starting pitcher. He's worked a team-high 47 in the third innings of work, 35 hits, 19 runs given up, only 15 of those earned, striking out 49, walking 15. Defensively behind him, here's how it will line up. Left to right will be Thacker, Fannin and Bailey. Third to first, Bloss, Eisen, Pennington, and Short. And behind the dish is the junior of Eli Lind. Beautiful evening here in Lloyd. We went from spring, late winter to summertime. But it is going to be comfortable here this evening as we play 2 games here tonight. Championship tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, right here on Kool TV. It's your first time with us here on Kool TV. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell, and we'll alert you each time we have new material out. My crew this evening, executive producer is Jacob Hankins. Felicia Collier's on your field level cameras. We've got you blanketed here tonight. Happy to have you along with us here as the Rams and the Lions are ready to tangle for the 3rd time of the season. Raceland won both regular season matchups in district play. 4-1 in game number 1, 10-6 in a game that they'd stretched out, and Lewis County clawed its way right back into it there at the latter part of the ball game. Xavier Prater got touched up early and then really settled in. He threw 6 2/3 innings before Sammy Holder had to go get him. He was basically running out of gas and pitches at the same time. But Prater pitched well enough after those first couple of innings when he got touched up early to keep his team involved in that game. Our umpiring crew this evening, Dave Anderson behind the plate, Jeff Shooty Atkins at first base, Lane Hughes will be over at third. Lewis County and the St. Louis Cardinals knockoffs.
Number 5 on the mound for Raceland.
Raceland in the orange and black tops with the white and black pinstripe bottoms. So Connor Plank, the left fielder, will start things off for us. Plank, a 154 hitter on the season. He'll settle in on the left side, outfield straight up and shallow as the southpaw Webb kicks and deals and pumps in a first pitch strike. And this ball game is underway. 6 o'clock on the nose under beautiful sun-filled skies, 87 degrees with a slight breeze. This one's lifted weakly over to the left side. Eisen drifting back. Connor Thacker calls him off. He'll make the catch. There's one away. And that'll bring in the catcher of Colton Tackett.
Up next for Lewis County, number 33, Colton Tackett.
Tackett batting .343 on the year, 24 hits, 15 driven in, 4 doubles, 1 home run. He has a team-high 18 walks on the year. Off the end of the bat, right at shore, and that one goes right through him. That's the effects of playing on turf. Expected that ball to stay down or come up, one of the two, and it didn't do any of the sorts. So the error on the first baseman and a runner aboard. And that brings in the third baseman of Kyron Ferguson. Ferguson leads the team, batting .493 on this season. Only player on the team batting over the 400 mark. A big swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 35 hits, 27 driven in, 12 doubles, 5 home runs. That leads the team, 5 out of the 11. Also 17 walks on the season for Ferguson. Webb set from the chest. Fastball hammered out to straightaway center field. Fannin dropping back. He'll make a nice catch. There's 2 away, and Tackett retreats back to first base. It's one thing with Parker Fannin out in center field. It's difficult to get things past him. So now we'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher now. This is very typical of Sammy Holder. He lets Tackett run until he gets 2 outs, and then he'll bring in Stevenson. So Xavier Prater will bat with 2 down in the first inning and a runner at first base. Prater batting .378 on the season, second in hits with 28. He's driven in 28 as well, 9 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. He's also walked 11 times. Open stance for the big right-hander, and the breaking ball stays up and away, and it's 1-0. Stevenson running for Tackett over at first base after the error by the first baseman Short. Webb to the plate. That one's wide at 80, and it's 2-0. That's one nice part we get here at Greenup County. We have the radar gun here. Webb takes a look at the third base dugout, housed by the Rams this evening. The 2-0. check swing. They said he did offer on the 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball down and in. It's 2-1. 1 on, 2 down in the inning. Rams trying to keep things quiet here with the Lions in the visiting first. Webb peers in at his battery mate. Now he steps off as he had to check the wristband a little bit too long and didn't like what he saw. Webb, a crafty lefty, 3 pitches. He's got a filthy breaking ball that sweeps down and away. Down and in on the righties. The 2-1. Fastball, that one's fouled away. It's 2-2. Championship here tomorrow night at 6. Softball gets underway tomorrow night at 6 and 8 o'clock over at Greenup County Softball Complex. We'll have both of those games for you right here on Kool TV. Championship for the girls is on Wednesday night at 6. And then the regional tournament starts up on Sunday and Monday in softball and baseball, respectively. Here's the 2-2. Runner going. Breaking balls up and away. Throw down to second base, and they got him. Nice throw by Eli Lind. That will erase the runner out at second base. Prater will come back to the plate when we go to the second, but we go to the bottom of inning number 1. Lewis County nothing. Raceland coming to bat after this on Kool TV.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of the first inning, scoreless with Raceland coming to bat. A look at your pitcher for tonight. It's the right-hander of Xavier Prater. Prater comes in with a record of 3-3 with 1 save, a 3.43 ERA. This will be his 10th game on the mound, his 7th start. 32 2/3 innings of work, 35 hits, 30 runs, 16 earned, striking out 25 and walking 14. Defensively behind him, it'll look like this: Plank, Egbert, and Bivens. That's left to right. Third to first is Ferguson, Roberts, Ferris, and Detillion. And his battery mate behind the dish is Colton Tackett. He'll go to work on the top 3 of the order for the Rams: Fannin, Shore, and Webb. Beautiful evening here. A little sticky, though. Temperatures up in the high 80s tonight. The good thing is the precipitation level is nowhere near us, so that's a good thing. That usually doesn't show up until the opening day of region. That's when Mother Nature goes through hormonal changes about 3 different times. We'll get a flood, a snowstorm, and a windstorm all on the same day. So Prater with one more throw, and Tackett sends it down to second base, and we're ready for a Rams batter. This is a guy, if you're Lewis County, you've got to find a way to keep him off base, because when he gets on base, he's one of the best in the state of taking the next base. 45 out of 50 stolen base attempts on the season for this cat, and it's the senior Parker Fannin. 384 hitter, 38 hits, 24 driven in, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. He's also walked 22 times. Crowding that inner half of the plate, outfield straightaway for the right-handed swinging Fannin. And Prater pumps in a first pitch fastball that touches 73, and it's called strike. It's 0-1. Middle infield playing straight, back corner even at the corners. Middle outfielders, excuse me. Breaking ball, grabs the inner half of the plate. 0-2. And, of course, Cam Ferris is going to stand right in front of the batters almost all night long. It's okay. Here's the 0-2 from Prater. Downstairs, smothered by Tackett. Count goes to 1-2. Listen, when you set a stationary camera, sometimes that's the thing you run into is people are going to get in the way. They call him Ellie De La Cruz. As Prater peers over top of the glove. The right-hander kicks and deals with 1-2 pitch. And Fannin spoils that one away off to the first base side. The count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Really transformed his body in the offseason. Going into basketball season, slimmed up and really toned up a lot. And that was something Sammy Holder talked about so much, is how much did he really put into doing that transformation. And he said it really paid off not only just on the defensive side of things, but especially on the basketball court, but then again on the baseball field too, as he moved him over to shortstop this year. And he would range in the hole and make some really dandy plays, and that's where he got the nickname of De La Cruz. 2-2 breaking balls, fouled away. Good at bat here by Fannin as he's 6 pitches deep in it. Typically you get a batter that gets this deep into an at bat, it usually goes their way. Outfield shallower on the right side, very shallow right fielder watches that one fly foul. If Fannin squirts this one into the right center gap, he's going to run for days. Hunter Bivens is playing about where a Little League right fielder will be playing right now. 2-2. Hot shot over to the third baseman, and Ferguson can't make the play. So both teams will trade errors in the first inning, and the Rams have a leadoff man aboard to start their home half of the inning.
For the Rams, number 23, first baseman Caden Shore.
So it brings in the first baseman of Caden Shore.
Ladies and gentlemen, any balls that go out of play, if you could bring them
Shore on the season.
We'd be greatly appreciative. Thank you.
Batting .387, 30 hits, 22 driven in, 3 doubles, 13 walks. Excuse me, 29 walks, my mistake. Good speed with Fannin over at first, as Prater will have to deal with him, with Shore waiting with an open stance from the left side. Back-to-back left-handed sticks coming through the order between Fannin and Webb, who stands in the on-deck circle, and a quick move there by Prater nearly had Fannin over at first base. Fannin dances around like a cat on a hot tin roof. Prater from the belt, and that one misses wide, 1-0. It's not if he's going to run, it's when he's going to run. And there he goes. Throw down from Tackett, a good throw, but it's on the wrong side of the bag. Pitches a ball, and the Rams have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the first. Tackett's throw was plenty on time. It was just to the wrong side of the bag, and that allowed Fannin to swipe stolen base number 46 of the season. He sits at the second place in the state in that category. So now an opportunity for Shore to either advance the runner over with a sacrifice or try to drive him home. And Shore's one of the best bunters on the team. He lays off that pitch, and it's 3-0. Roberts bringing Parker Fannin his batting gloves that had fallen out of his back pocket. Prater set, looks back at second base. Roberts clears, they come to the plate, and that was a called strike at the top half of the zone. It's 3-1. Check scores around Major League Baseball here in just a little bit. Some big games on tap this evening, and the 3-1 to Shore. That was outside, ball 4. And there's 2 on with nobody out for the Rams, and Braden Webb to the plate.
Shore draws a walk for the Rams. Up next, number 5, Braden Webb.
Webb climbs in as a .362 hitter, 34 hits, 38 driven in, 7 doubles, 2 triples. He leads the team with 8 home runs. And before we get there, Sammy Holder's going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. And while we're doing that, let's take a look at the scores tonight on tap for Major League Baseball. Red Sox head to the Trop tonight. They play at 6:50. Padres and Braves getting ready to get underway. Mets Guardians rolling up in Cleveland tonight. That game just in the bottom of the first, just in the top of the first inning. Later games this evening, you've got the Brewers at the Marlins. Twins go to Washington with the Nationals. Mariners are in the Bronx with the Yankees. Tigers go to the Royals in a big American League Central game there. Orioles red hot. They go to St. Louis tonight at 7:45. Angels head to Houston at 8:10. Tonight at nightcap out on the West Coast, the D-backs are at the Dodgers in two games already final today. Padres beat the Braves 6-5, and Blue Jays got one over the White Sox 9-3. The question is, though, who hasn't beat the White Sox? So Dave Anderson makes the long trip out to the mound and then jogs back to home plate as the pitcher Braden Webb will step in and a chance to help his own cause here, but 2 on and nobody out in the first. Detillion in on the grass over at first base looking for the sacrifice bunt. Ferguson's going to play back behind the bag. Outfield still with this guy at the plate, very shallow. He hacks this one foul down the first base side. It's 0-1. Greenup and Russell will go in approximately 30 minutes at the conclusion of this game tonight. And then we'll be back here tomorrow night for the championship game with the 2 winners at 6. Our broadcast will begin at 5:50. 0-1, little squibbler down the third base line. Ferguson takes it himself and will beat Fannin to the bag. So 5 unassisted on the putout on the fielder's choice, and there's 1 away.
Up next for Raceland, number 14, the catcher, Eli Lind.
So it brings in the catcher of Eli Lind. Lind, a .364 hitter, 36 hits, 26 runs driven in, 7 doubles, a triple, a home run. He's walked 14 times. Shore out at second, Webb over at first base. He pokes this one right at the center fielder. Egbert looking up into the sun with those sunglasses on. Makes the grab. There's 2 down. Really chased a bad pitch on the first pitch in the at-bat. It's just a routine fly ball to the center fielder.
The Rams, number 16, right fielder, Zane Bailey.
So now Zane Bailey climbs in. Bailey, a .341 hitter, 31 hits, 16 driven in, 3 doubles, a triple. He's also walked 13 times. 2 on, 2 down. Lions trying to get out of the jam here in the first inning, and the first pitch breaking ball tumbles in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Roberts playing a little cat and mouse game out at shortstop, and he'll get a tailor-made ground ball right to him. He'll step on second base, and that'll end the inning. Raceland puts 2 on. They leave 1. We're scoreless through 1. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Temperatures are on the rise, and so is the bite, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lou, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
Scoreless as we head to the top of inning number 2. Prater will come back to the plate as he was there after the runner was cut down trying to swipe second base. So it'll be Prater, Roberts, and Egbert. Neither team with a hit. Raceland left a runner, but a couple of ill-timed hits. One off the bat from Webb, a little dribbler down the line to Ferguson at third, and they tagged the bag to get the force out of Parker Fannin. Lind chased a pitch down on the first pitch that he had, sent a routine fly ball to center field, and then Bailey hit a tailor-made ground ball right up the middle that all Roberts had to do at short was scoop it and step on second base to end the inning. Sammy Holder in his 6th season, a record of 54-90. His first year in Vanceburg, they were the runners-up. They lost 8-1 to Raceland in the championship game. They fell to Boyd County 3-0 in that opening round. They've lost their last 11 against the Rams. The last win they had was in the regular season back in 2019. They won that game 9-5. So Prater steps back in with a fresh count at the plate, and he hacks at the first pitch and comes up empty. Under Holder's tenure, they've made early exits in every year. They lost to Raceland in 21, 11-1. Lost to Raceland in 22, 9-4, and last year to Greenup 4-0. Count even at a ball and a strike. Fastball goes down and in and gets past the catcher, Eli Lind. It's 2-1. Outfield pretty straight up. Infield at normal depth as well. Ison playing back deep at the collar. The 2-1. That one's smoked out in center field. Drifting into the right field gap is Parker Fannin. He'll make the catch. Allowed out for the first down of the second. And that brings in the shortstop of Kason Roberts. Roberts a 156 hitter, 10 hits, 13 driven in, 2 doubles, 1 home run. He's walked 16 times. Webb into his motion with the first pitch of the at-bat and a breaking ball that grabs the outer half. Beautiful pitch there. That late life breaker that it gets started it as what's called a backdoor breaker ball. That's 0-1. Crazy part is when he brings it in the front door in your hands as a right-hander. That time he goes upstairs with some 79-mile-an-hour octane fastball. 0-2. He's going to top out right at about 80. Shore's about the only guy on the roster that'll run it up into the mid-80s. 0-2. That one's wide. Most of the guys that you're going to see through this tournament, 80's about the highest you'll see that radar gun register. Some are happy to hit 70. Here's the 1-2. That one's upstairs. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful evening here, sticky and warm. Not much of a wind to talk about whatsoever. Breaky ball, that one's in there for a cold strike 3. There's 2 down. There's that filthy hook I was talking about. If it just gets at you and just dives and drops into the catcher's mitt. So 2 down and nobody aboard, and the center fielder Braxton Egbert steps in. Egbert a 275 hitter, 19 hits, 12 driven in, 2 doubles, 10 walks on the year. He chops this one over toward third. Bloss making a running play, and he bobbles it and loses it on the backside. So the second error of the ball game for Rams infielders, both of them at the corners, and a 2-out man aboard for Lewis County.
Up next for Lewis County, number 9, Hunter Bivens.
That's Waylon Reeder.
Check that, Waylon Reeder.
Reeder has the best walkout music in Vanceburg, by the way. He comes out to Alabama. Fans at this one and misses. So Egbert aboard on the error by the Rams. Reeder behind, 0-1. That one misses low at 82. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Reeder on the season, a 163 hitter. 7 hits, 4 driven in, 1 double, 1 home run, 6 walks. Webb from just above the belt. Breaking ball's in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the designated hitter, Reeder. Titillion stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. 2 down in the inning, scoreless in the top of inning number 2. Webb to the plate. That one misses up and away as it touches 82, the highest we've seen on the radar gun from him tonight. And 2's wild across the board. A look at the runner at first. To the plate he comes with a 2-2 pitch. This one's chopped over toward the second base side. Pennington will field it with ease. He'll flip it over to shore, and that's the inning for the Lions. They leave a runner aboard. We're still scoreless as we have the bottom half of the inning after we come back on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Scoreless as we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Rams will be in the bottom of the order. Ison, Thacker, and Bloss 6, 7, and 8. Lewis County's had a pair of runners, both of them on errors by the Rams. An error in the first inning by Shore, and error in the second inning by Bloss. And again, it's you get away from the turf and you start playing on natural surfaces, and sometimes those hops that you don't get when you play on the artificial surface, they'll eat you up. Bloss's was just, he had it in the glove and it just popped out the backside. Shore was expecting it to play one way and it did something opposite. So Parker Ison leads things off. The Rams shortstop, a .341 hitter. 30 hits, 22 driven in, 3 doubles, 13 walks on the season.
Number 2, Parker Ison.
Really good speed there. 3rd on the squad with stolen bases, 15 out of 18. Zane Bailey's second with 17 out of 18. He looks at the first pitch. That's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. This pitcher Hutchinson will be with you tomorrow night for the championship game. I'll be with you over at softball for the opening round of the 63rd district. That one's in there for a called strike at the bottom half of the zone. Russell and Raceland will play in the 2-3 matchup at 6, followed by Greenup County and Lewis County. About 30 minutes at the conclusion of game number 1. And championship game for the softball is on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. Breaking ball lifted deep left center field. Drifting into the gap is Egbert. He'll make the catch in front of Connor, playing for the first down of the second. Egbert does a really good job in the outfield of kind of going gap to gap. He's got good speed. So Connor Thacker steps in.
Up next, Raceland, number 15, Connor Thacker.
Thacker, the left fielder, also the designated hitter for tonight's game. You may say, well, how does he have both positions? Well, if they decide to move someone into left field, they can keep him in the lineup as a DH, and it allows him to stay in the batting order. Doesn't happen often, but it can occur where they want to remove somebody from the field, keep Thacker alive at the plate. And he's quickly down 0-2. Neither team with a hit thus far. Both have had base runners aboard in their half of the inning. Raceland looking for their first here in the second. Prater back to work with the 0-2 pitch. Comes down and in, and it's a called strike 3 as he puts it on the knees. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As Thacker gets caught looking, there's 2 down in the inning.
Next up for the Rams, number 20, third baseman, Landon Bloss.
So it brings in the third baseman of Landon Bloss. Prater's first strikeout of the ball game. Prater pumping in strikes. Bloss batting .235 on the season. 12 hits, 11 driven in. 1 double on the season. That was in the last part of the season. He also has 21 walks. One of the top of the teams. 0-1. Right down Broadway, a called strike. It's 0-2. Prater trying to work a clean second. See if he goes with a hook here. And he does, and he spikes it in the dirt. 1-2. Now come back with a high fastball. Egbert shifted into the gap in right center. The 1-2 to Bloss. Just off the edge of the plate and low, 2-2. Pennington in the on-deck circle would go next if Bloss can reach. Two-two pitch. Slow rolled out to second base. Ferris picks. He throws across. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Lions. We're through 2. We're scoreless here in the 63rd District. Opening round. Back after this on Kool TV.
But it's too early to get up, Uncle Rick.
But I brought you a fresh cup of coffee from Clark's Pump and Shop.
I'm up. All good mornings start at Clark's Pump and Shop. Plus, get 5 cents off per gallon of gas when you use the code from the app.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Top of the third inning we go. 8-9 in the top due up this inning for the Lions. That'd be Detillion, Ferris, and Connor Plank. Both pitchers have been effective. Prater 29 pitches, 20 of those strikes, 69%. Webb 16 strikes out of 25 pitches, 64%. So Brody Detillion will lead things off. 197 hitter, 12 hits, 6 driven in, 2 triples on the year. 16 walks, he'll swing it from the left side. Webb starts his third inning of work and has one hit right back up the middle. Eisen with a pick and a flip, but it's wide. It's going to be a tough play either way. I'm going to go with an infield single on that one because it was Eisen deep in the hole out there behind second base. And that was a sharply hit ball, and Eisen, even though he slung it wide. Okay, so now they've moved the runner up to second base, so the ball went into the dugout, so that will result in a throwing error there from Eisen. So that's Raceland's third error. Lewis County comes up with the first hit of the ball game. And they've got a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. Cam Ferris climbs in. So Ferris, a 273 hitter, 18 hits, 12 driven in, 3 doubles, 1 home run. He's got 12 walks on the season. See what Sammy Holder elects to do here with a runner around at second and nobody out. And then a spin move, and they made the throw immediately. They had him. They had Tillion leaning away from the bag as they spun. Look at it there in your picture-in-picture. You can see the runner out at second base as Webb works to the plate. Ferris shows bunt, and this one misses high for a ball. So first hit of the ball game, an infield single by Brody Tillion. Lewis County trying to dent the scoreboard first. Ferris shows bunt, sends this one down the third base side, and that one will go foul right in front of Sammy Holder. 1-1. Lewis County 12-16 on the season. They won their season finale against Mason County 8-1. Again, trying to pick up their first win over Raceland since April 23rd, 2019. They've lost 11 consecutive to the Rams. Ferris awaits the 1-1, and now they'll spin and look back towards second base again. Ferris was showing bunt again as Webb started his motion before the spin back toward second. Top of the order of Plank awaits in the shaded on-deck circle on the third base or the first base side. The 1-1 pulls it back, and a big breaking ball that tumbles in there. It's a called strike. It's 1-2. The way that ball is it's eye level, and all of a sudden the bottom drops out of it right about the time it gets to the front of the dirt circle. And you give up on it, and it makes you look foolish. The 1-2. Fastball misses high, 2-2. Lewis County trying to manufacture a run from the bottom of its order. Ferris a close stance, trying to hit it to the right side. And he fouls that one off the mask of home. That one's off the catcher of Eli Lind. And Dave Anderson will walk this one out to Webb and give Lind an opportunity to gather himself. Only thing he's got to do is shove those Goldilocks back under the mask. No, we're not talking about Dave Anderson. He doesn't have any Goldilocks. I love you, Dave. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sends this one just foul over at third base. A really good at-bat here by Cam Ferris as he battles. The 2-2. Did he go? They said he did. It's a called strike by our field umpire, Jeff Atkins. Second strike out of the ball game for Braden Webb. There's one down as we go back to the top of the order.
Back up for Lewis County, number 1, Connor Plank.
So Connor Plank steps in, flew out to left field to Thacker his first time through. That one misses wide for a ball, 1-0. Plank was 0 for 3 in game number 1. That was a 4-1 loss. Went 0 for 2 with 2 walks in the second matchup. The 1-0. Fouls this one out of play to the left of the press box. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Tillion out at second base. He reached on an infield single up the middle and then moved up on a throwing error from Parker Eisen. And that's where he currently stands as the first runner in scoring position for the Lions. Raceland has had a runner there in the first inning. They went clean in the second. Webb to the plate and dots the eye on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-2. Plank was trying to get time there, and Webb had already started his motion, and Dave Anderson did not grant it. And now time requested, and That time Webb had started his motion and had to slam on the brakes. A look at the wristband. A check of the runner at second. 1-2 breaky ball in there, called strike 3. I don't know where Plank thought he was going. There was only one ball on the count, so it was not ball 4. But Dave Anderson catches him window watching, and he's headed to the dugout as the third strikeout victim by Braden Webb. And with 2 down in the inning, it's Colton Tackett to the plate. He reached on an error on the ground ball to Shore his first time through. That one's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Good opportunity here for Lewis County with a good stick at the plate, and Colton Tackett, a .343 hitter. He has driven in 15 in the year, but he can find a way on. Ferguson stands in the on-deck circle, your best hitter for the Lions. A healthy hack there by Tackett as he comes up empty. Count evens at 1-1. Raceland will be in the bottom of its order, 9, then back to the top. Pennington, Fannin, and Shore. Did they go? He said this time he did not. 2-1, Jeff Atkins says. In our crew tonight, Dave Anderson behind the plate, Jeff Atkins at first, Lane Hughes at third. Webb trying to shut the door here in the third inning. This one's hammered out to straightaway center field, but Parker Fannin backpedals, peeks up at the sun, and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. Lewis County threatens with a runner out at second base to start the inning, but they can't push him across. We're scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third inning after this on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
9 at the top, due up this inning for the Rams. Still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Raceland 27-7 on the season. They took a very ugly loss to end the year, 2-1 loss at Ashland. But Marty Mills in his 8th season, his record 177-62, has never had a losing season. His first year there in 17, they went 17-16. But through the run here in his 8th season, region champs in 21 and 23. They've won district championships in 2019 here, and then 22 and 23 they were runners-up in the 17 season as well as 2021. Have only missed the regional tournament one season. That was back in 2018 when they lost to Russell 2-0. So Michael Pennington, the second baseman, will start things off. 225 hitter, 18 hits, 15 driven in, 2 triples, 15 walks on the year. Ferguson up on the grass over at third looking for a possible bunt attempt, and now Pennington says Mr. Prater's taking too long, I want time. Tall right-hander in a stare down, and now he'll come plateward. Had a game last week, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. So it was college baseball, and again in college baseball, because of the pitch clock, you have to make eye contact with the pitcher before they can start the sequence. Well, the pitcher was working too fast, so the batter, when they stepped into the box, would not look at the pitcher. Instead, they would stare at the umpire until they settled in, and then turned and looked toward the pitcher, in which then at that point the clock started. It was the craziest sequence I've ever seen on a college baseball field. 2-0, fouled away. It only lasted for 1 inning. But the funny thing, it was Bryce Blevins that was pitching, former Lawrence County Bulldog, pitching for Marshall, and he worked super quick. The entire game that he pitched, through his 5 innings of work, he never got below single digits on the pitch clock. Here's a 2-hopper over to Roberts, and it takes a funky bounce off the lip and into left field. And Pennington's on with a leadoff error. A tough play there by Roberts. He was playing the high hop, and it hit the lip of the grass. And as soon as it did, it shot straightward down and into left field. So back to the top of the order we go, and Parker Fannin reached on an error his first time through, and then was forced out at third base on the fielder's choice. Breaking ball in there for a cold strike. Braves have grabbed an early 1-0 lead on the Padres, top of the second down in Atlanta. Guardians up 2-0 on the Mets in the top of the third. Brewers and Marlins just getting underway. The 0-1. Breaking ball that never turns over. Count evens at 1-1. We've had 5 errors in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 1-1. Breaking ball, squirted foul into the first base side. A ball and 2 strikes. And one thing, and it's not been any secret of note, Raceland has not hit the ball the last month. That has been the bugaboo for this Rams team that has really had to grind out some wins and took some losses that probably shouldn't have, just because the hitting is just not there. Hoping the bats wake up for the Rams here in the postseason. This one could be 2 as out to Roberts, and he lays it into left field. Pennington's going to try to go from first to third. Here comes a throw. It goes off the face of the dugout. He'll stay right there. And the Rams are in business with runners at second and third, and nobody out.
Pennington to third, Fannin to second on the error. Next up, for Raceland.
So 2 errors on the play. The first one comes on the shortstop. So now Shore steps in. Actually, it's only going to be 3 errors because the runner moved up on the last play. So take the 1 error off. So now Caden Shore, Detillion up on the grass over at first base. And a changeup that stays down and away. So Pennington at third, Fannin out at second. If Shore could just flip one over top of the infield, there's 2 runs in for the Rams. Raiders falling behind 2-0. He slow rolls this one out to Ferris at second base. He bobbles it and can't make the play. Another error in the inning. This one brings home a run, and Raceland leads at 1-0. 4th error of the ball game by the Lions. So they're at the corners, and Braden Webb in. 7 errors in this ball game. The craziest thing I have ever seen in a ball game. Somebody forget to tell these guys it's May 20th, not March 20th. So both teams struggling with the fielding tonight. So a great opportunity for Webb to help his own cause here with runners at the corners. Short leaks away from the bag over at first. Webb shows bunt and sends this one up into the screen right behind the backstop. 0-1. Again, you've got Fannin out at third base with great speed, so you could go safety squeeze if you wanted. You could go suicide squeeze because you do have the left-handed batter in Webb, so that opens up the box for Fannin to easily slide into. But you don't want to make the first out of the inning at home plate. That one misses low, 1-1. A run across for the Rams, 2 errors in the inning for Lewis County. One by Roberts at short and Ferris over at second base. 1-1 down the line, right side and foul. 1-2. If you don't throw him a changeup here, I don't know what pitch you're thinking. It's going to run down and away from the left-handed hitter, and he was so far out in front of that one, he may fall down trying to hit this one if he doesn't stay back. And he goes upstairs with a fastball. 2-2. At the corners, nobody out. Rams lead at 1-0. Prater from the belt. This was a rocket right at the first baseman. Detillion reaches up, makes the grab. 2 down in the inning. That ball was not caught by Detillion. That ball caught Detillion. And he just kind of looked in his glove and was like, look what I've got. And then he turned and looked at Shore and said, oh, yeah, by the way, you're out too. So that erases the runner at first. 2 down in the inning. And Eli Lynn steps in. That's a tough pill right there. Hit a hard ball and right into the mitt of the first baseman. Lynn flew out weakly to center field his first time through. This would be just a tough pill to swallow for the Rams if you put runners at second and third with nobody out and only push across a run with 2 errors in the inning. Nice breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-1. And this is what Xavier Prater can do. He doesn't give up the big innings. Sammy calls him the Bulldog. It's just the way that he plays. He doesn't give up on anything. Has one hit right back at him. Right on point, makes an easy throw and an easy out to close the inning. Raceland gets a run. A nice play by Prater as you see it there on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay to end the inning. We've played 3. Raceland's in front, 1-0. We're back after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that chocolate, chippy, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, whippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
1-0 as we go to the top of the 4th in a game that's been the equivalent of putting lipstick on a pig. 7 errors already in this game. Raceland could not take advantage of 2 Lewis County errors in the 4th inning. They only got 1 run across, but they had runners at second and third with nobody out, and only managed to score across 1. 2 stellar defensive plays on the backside of 2 errors the frozen rope right at Brody Detillion, in which he doubled off shore at first base from Braden Webb, and then Xavier Prater made a dandy play on the mound to end the inning. So 3, 4, and 5 do up this inning. Kyron Ferguson leads things off. Ferguson flew out to center his first time through. And he rockets this one right at left field, and that one's over top of Thacker's head, and it one hops off the wall. Ferguson's on his horse. He'll motor in and slide in for a leadoff double. And the Lions are in business to start the 4th inning. Thacker never made contact with the ball as he kind of looked like he had a beat on it, and the next thing you know is over top of his head and up against the fence. So Xavier Prater steps in 0 for 1. He flew out to right center field his first time through. Shows bunt and plays a little defense there as that one comes in for some sweet chin music, and he rolls it foul down the third base side, 0-1. Steamy evening here in Lloyd, 87 under first pitch. Our temperature was very little breeze. Most of the flags they hung up this evening before the ball game and on the scoreboard and on the foul poles kind of hanging lifeless, as are the flags out there in center field. They had Ferguson leaking away from the bag again, and Webb, as he turned and did the inside move, Pennington was tardy getting there. That's the second time they've had runners leaning away from the bag, but nobody there to take the throw. Russell Greenup to go next at the conclusion of this game. Big swing and a miss as that one runs down and away, and he swings over top of it. He's behind 0-2. Lewis County's got to find a way to push this run across here. Great spot of their order, down 1-0. That one gets away from Webb, and it stays wide, 1-2. Softball tomorrow night, and Wednesday championship for baseball's tomorrow night at 6. We'll have the call of the action right here on Kool TV, beginning at 5:50. Prater awaits the 1-2 from Webb. And he swings through and misses as a fastball down and away for the first out of the inning. Webb's 4th strikeout of the ball game.
Up next for Lewis County, the shortstop, number 7.
And that brings in Kason Roberts. So Prater's 2nd strikeout against Webb tonight. Roberts was caught looking his first time through. Middle infielders working the run around at second base. The corners staying back here. I would not be surprised to see Roberts to try to squirt a bunt down, even though he's very deep in the box. He looks at a pitch that's in there for a called strike at the knees. Webb with an inside move and throws behind Ferguson as Eisen has to do a little Texas two-step out there with him to keep that ball from going to center field. Those kind of the only 2 hits in the ball game. An infield single in the 3rd, and then a leadoff double by Ferguson to start the 4th. And a big breaking ball that's a slider that swung on a miss. 0-2. Webb trying to dance out of trouble here in the 4th. He got Prater on the strikeout, and he's trying to get Roberts for the 2nd time doing the same. Tried to spot a fastball to the outside corner, but misses. 1-2. Ferguson leaks away from the bag at second base, and Webb with another inside move, feinted the throw this time. Ferguson squirrels back to the bag. Webb with the check of the runner, the pitch. Breaking ball, it's just off the plate, maybe a bit low. 2-2. Told Dave Anderson we were going to get K-Zone to put in, but I got to find somebody to sponsor it. I did some research on it. It's only $1 million. I'm sure we can put that in the budget next year. 2-2. Comes inside. That brushes Roberts off the plate, and the count goes full. The technology on it's phenomenal. Me being a math guy, I totally geeked out when I saw the technology behind it. But the price tag was what really kind of scared you away. Here's the payoff pitch. Weekly hit, first base side, shore into the shade, right in front of the first base dugout, makes the catch. There's 2 down. So in comes Braxton Egbert, who's 0 for 1. He reached on an error by Bloss his first time through. Big run for the Lions out at second base after the leadoff double from Ferguson. And they've not been able to move him since then. This one's a chopper down the first base side. Webb pulls it, and it is a foul ball. Our field umpire comes in and says it hit him in the box, so that kills the play and makes it a foul ball. Now, had he stepped outside the box and that ball comes up and makes contact with him, at that point he is then out. But Lane Hughes coming in and instantly saying he was in the box. So it's a dead ball. It was going to be an infield single, as Webb was not going to have any play on a swinging bunt there. So Egbert's behind 0-1. Swing and a miss on the big sweeping breaking ball that comes down on the hands. 0-2. I would throw it again in that same exact spot. The 0-2. Trying to go down and away with a breaking ball that stays out of the zone. 1-2. And this is where you reach back and grab some 93 octane and try to blow a fastball by him. Giving him 3 balls that spun. Now see if he can get a fastball through there. And that's exactly what he does, and he'll tattoo this one, but right at Parker Fannin. A couple of steps into the left field gap, and that ends the inning. Lewis County gets a leadoff double from Ferguson, but they can't move him across. We're through 3.5. 1-0 Raceland. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0. Raceland in front. 5, 6, and 7 to up this inning for the Ramblers. Bailey, Ison, and Thacker. Rams still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Both teams have kicked it all over the ballpark. 7 total errors. But the Lions with 2 hits, an infield single, and the leadoff double from Ferguson, but they couldn't move him across. So Zane Bailey will start things off. He had a tailor-made ground ball out to Roberts to end the first inning when he stepped on second base to retire the runner coming.
Play for Raceland, number 16, the right fielder, Zane Bailey.
And a fastball in the outer half for a called strike. Ferguson camping out on the grass over at third base. Bailey settles back in. Prater's ready to go. 1 foot on the rubber, 1 foot off toward the first base side. The tall, lanky right-hander kicks and deals. And this one's out to Roberts, and a diving attempt gets past him. And the first hit of the ball game for the Rams comes here in the bottom of the fourth. Bailey's hit 2 balls sharply, almost in that same spot. This time Roberts playing in his natural shortstop position and could not range to that spot. So Bailey on with great speed at first base, and Parker Eisen steps in. And this is where Raceland goes into their patented name, the Running Rams. There comes the bunt attempt, and he gave up on it too quickly as it tumbles in there for a called strike. That's one way you take away a team that likes to bunt the ball a lot is you throw breaking balls. You pitch them backward. Keep them guessing what pitch is coming, because a breaking ball is very difficult to bunt, especially if you're looking for a fastball on the first pitch. The 0-1 gets this one down. Prater tries to field and overruns it, makes a late throw and can't get there. So the error on Prater trying to field the bunt will put everybody safe, and the runners are at first and second base. Prater had time. He knew that it was a lot of speed with Eisen coming up the line, but he rushed it. And just right out of the tip of the glove it came. So Connor Thacker was caught looking his first time through. Titillion way up the line at first base. You could almost have a conversation with Thacker. He's so close. He's a good 20 feet up the line over at first. Thacker shows bunt. Looks at a pitch for a called strike and shakes his head in discontent as he did not like the call. He's had 4 pitches that Dave Anderson has called strikes on, and he hasn't agreed with any of the 4. Breaking ball misses wide, 1-1. It's no secret Raceland is trying to advance the runners to second and third. Landon Bloss and Michael Pennington, the 2 to go next. Nobody out. Big opportunity for the Rams to add to their 1-0 lead. And he gets this one down the third base side, and it will drift foul. Got the kiss off the lip, and Prater just had to watch it curl down the line ever so gently, and eventually got it across it just enough to get the foul ball. Field is in beautiful condition. Did a lot of work on it when got here this evening. Dragged it down, watered it. Grass is really mowed nice and low, so it's making it roll fast. But you get your natural hops that you get off of a natural surface here, unlike what you see when you're playing on turf. The Rams have played a lot of games on the turf surface this year. There have been several games in which their opposing team would be rained out and they would call and say, come to us. And they would flip-flop games. Happened a lot back in the month of March. 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. Never have a rain out on turf. The only thing that can really get you is a monsoon or lightning. We had a couple games this year. It was raining at 4:30 and coming down pretty good, and still started right on time at 6. 2-2 breaking ball, and that one's in the gap and down for extra bases. Bailey's coming to the plate. Here comes Eisen. He'll make the turn. He'll come to the plate. Thacker's going to motor in with a stand-up 2 RBI double. Raceland leads at 3-0. Thacker got a pitch he could do something with and drove it into the gap and picks up his 5th double of the season. The Rams hang a crooked number here in the 4th.
New score 3 for Raceland, 0 Lewis County.
It's only the second hit of the ball game for the Rams, but it's a big one. A 2-run double for Thacker, and now Landon Bloss climbs in.
Baseman Landon Bloss.
Shows bunt and left it out there too long. That's a called strike. Grounded out to second base. His first time through the order today. The Rams finally get a couple of hits. It took them until the fourth to do so. They've strung it together for 2 big runs, and they're looking for more here with still nobody out. That one misses low. 1-1. A chance for a big inning for the Rams if they can keep things rolling with Pennington standing in the on-deck circle, and then back to the top of the order of Parker Fannin. Bloss settles in, Detillion up the line over at third. A ball misses high for a ball. It's 2-1 to the third baseman. Good crowd on hand here tonight from both sides. A lot of the Greenup and Russell fans starting to make their way in as well as getting ready for game number 2 here this evening. That game's slated to go off around 8 o'clock. 2-1. Nice bunt down the third base side. Prater will field. A strong throw to first. Gets him. It'll go 1-4 on the putout for the sacrifice, and there's one down. So Thacker moves over to third base.
Up next for the Rams.
That brings in Michael Pennington. Pennington 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error by Roberts, and now the infield comes in. Foul over to his dugout. 0-1. This is where you have to understand the situations. Is it a contact play? And if it is, where are you going? With the infield drawn in, if you're on a contact play, it's on the crack of the bat. You're moving. You got a read play, and it's if you're trying to see the ball through or over top of a runner, you don't want to get it forced down in a double play to end the inning. And then also you got the squeeze plays that's in positions there. And that was Thacker coming way down the line there as the pitch misses up and away for a ball 1-1. Prater now at 63 pitches. 15 in this inning. He threw 19 in the third. Had only 11 in the second, 18 in the first frame. 1-1. And this is a little blooper over to the right side. That was going to tumble in for a base hit. Pennington lifts it over top the drawn in infield. It's the third hit of the inning. It's an RBI single. That's 4-0 Raceland.
Pennington with the base hit brings in another run for the Rams. New score 4-0.
And we go back to the top of the order. And Parker Fannin.
Number 10, center fielder Parker Fannin.
So the old adage, get them on, get them over, get them in. The Rams do it nicely back-to-back times. And the breaking ball to Fannin misses high, 1-0. Braves still lead the Padres 2-0. That game in a third down in Atlanta. Guardians have given up a run. They now lead it 2-1 over the Mets. Brewers and Marlins still scoreless middle of the third inning. Nationals and Twins just finishing their second inning with the Washington in front of Minnesota 2-1. Yankees and Mariners scoreless in the top of the first inning up in the Bronx. Here's a line drive right back to Prater, and he's going to get the double play, and that'll end the inning. Prater has made 2 dandy plays from the mound. This one a double play to get out of the frame. Raceland plates 3, though, and they lead it 4-0 after 4. We return after this on Kool TV.
Raceland plates 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Your new score 4-0 Raceland.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
4-0 as we move to the fifth. 7, 8, and 9 do up this inning for the Lions. Reeder, DeTillion, and Ferris. Raceland pushes 4 runs across in the ball game. 3 coming there in the 4th inning after they put 3 hits on the board. Their first hits came in the frame. A big 2 RBI double from Connor Thacker put the crooked number on the scoreboard. And then Michael Pennington laced a line drive over top the drawn-in infield over at second base for the 3rd run of the frame. So Reeder 0 for 1, grounded out to Pennington out at second base his first time through. Reeder was 0 for 3 in the series with a walk in game number 2. He fouls this one straight back. Had a pinch hit at bat in the first game. He went 0 for 1 that evening, and then was 0 for 2 with a walk in game number 2. That was a 10-6 loss. Webb back to work, the 0-1. Spots that one right down the middle for a called strike. It's 0-2. Rams will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the 5th. Trying to keep it at a 4-run lead and add to it when they come back through. Lewis County trying to do a little bit more with it. There's a ball out in front of home plate, and it will take a backward tumble spin, and Eli Lind and Waylon Reeder give each other a big hug, and it goes for a foul ball. Now, there's a lot of guys that Eli Lind might be able to take, but I'm standing tall. I don't know that he can handle Reeder. He's about a head above the shoulder of him, and I think with the hair, he's got him. Like I said, he's got the best walkout song of anybody in Vanceburg. 0-2 breaky ball, sneaks that one in there for a called strike 3. First out of the 5th, Webb's 5th of the ball game. And in comes Brody DeTillion.
First baseman Brody DeTillion.
He singled up the middle on an infield single for the first hit of the ball game, and then moved up to second base on a throwing error. Weekly hit in the infield. Webb calling it off. He'll make the catch right in front of Caden Shore. And Shore's like, hey, man, I can catch the ball too. Webb said, no problem, I got it. 2 down.
Stepping to the plate for the Lions, number 23, second baseman Cam Ferris.
So it brings in Cam Ferris. Ferris 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time through. He sends this one straight back for a foul ball. Ferris was 1 for 3 with an RBI in game number 1 up at Raceland. That was a 4-1 loss, and then went 1 for 3 with a walk in game number 2. Plank stands in the on-deck circle would go next. The 0-1. That one misses high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Webb could use a quick inning here. He's at 63 pitches, 43 of those for strikes tonight, but he's been double digits in every single inning thus far through this one. 1-1, spikes that one low, 2-1. Of course, if I start talking about it, he's going to make sure he throws 2 pitches to at least get it to 10. That'd be the fewest number of pitches he's thrown since doing so back in the first inning. The 2-1. Wide for a ball, 3-1. Ferris settles back in. Ahead 3 balls and a strike, but 2 down and nobody aboard. Upstairs ball 4. Webb's first free pass of the ball game, a 2-out walk to Cam Ferris, and we go back to the top of the order.
Ferris draws the walk.
Connor Plank is 0 for 2.
Back out for Lewis County.
A fly out and a strikeout for the left fielder. Shore holding Ferris over at first base with a modest lead. A big slider down and away. Could not get him to chase. It's 1-0. Again, this is a part of your order where you want to try to get the big sticks who are behind you and Connor Plank up with Tackett, Ferguson, and Prater. Down by 4, getting late in the ball game. That was at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hot and sticky night here in Lloyd. Mid-80s. Starting to see a little bit of shade starting its way toward the field of play off the first base dugout. 1-1. Whiffs at that one. 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, 5 errors for Lewis County. 4 runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for Raceland. 7 of the total 8 errors came early in this ball game. Here's the 1-2. Fists this one out to Pennington. He'll take the scoop, fired over to Shore, and in the inning. Lewis County leads a runner. Time to stretch here at the ballpark. Rams in front 4-0 as we head to the bottom of inning number 5 after this on Kool TV.
Temperatures are on the rise, and so is the bite, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Findlay, Lou, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Call to the bullpen for the Lions as Xavier Prater hands the ball off to Kason Roberts. For Roberts, this will be his 12th appearance on the season. He has a 3-5 record with a 3.77 ERA. A team high 42 and a 2/3 innings of work. 41 hits, 38 runs, only 23 of those earned. Striking out 51, walking 46. The final line on Prater, he goes 4 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. Struck out 1, walked a batter. So Roberts will inherit 2, 3, and 4 for the Rams, Shore, Webb, and Lind. Roberts went the distance over 6 innings in the 4-1 loss at Raceland in Game 1. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, struck out 7, walked 4 that evening. Roberts a 12-6 curveball, a good fastball, a changeup. Prater did his job to kind of hold the Rams at bay. Just some untimely defensive miscues behind him and some offensive misfires that you get runners in positions and just couldn't move them around. None bigger than Ferguson with a leadoff double in the 3rd, and he was left at that position. So Caden Shore steps in for his third at bat, excuse me. He walked his first time through and then reached on an error by Ferris.
Caden Shore.
Shore went 0 for 1 with 2 runs driven in the first meeting. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI in the second one. He had 2 sacrifice bunts in that first game. Well, Shore settles in the left-handed side as Roberts will go at him, with the Lions trailing 4-0 here in the 5th. And he pipes that one in there at 78. Shore takes a look at it. It's 0-1. Roberts peeks over the glove. Into his motion he goes. Breaky ball. Beautiful pitch. Grabs the outer half. 0-2. He's thrown you the fastball and he's shown you the curveball. Will he go change up here or try to challenge him with something off the plate? Here's the 0-2 offering. And he does go with the fastball away that's squirted foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Roberts high 70s, low 80s, kind of about the same speed of Webb. Breaky ball, swung on a mist. So he fans the first batter that he faces in the ball game, only the second strikeout of Rams hitting. And there's 1 down, and here comes Braden Webb.
Next batter out for the Rams, number 5, Braden Webb.
Webb 0 for 2. Rounded into a fielder's choice and then lined into a double play. Hit a rope right at Brody Detillion. That one's through the wickets into the backstop. Eli Lind awaits. He'll go next. Rams in control, but would like some insurance runs here in the 5th. 2-0. Get championship game back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Winner of this one will play the winner of our next game, which is Russell and Greenup. We'll follow this game in approximately 30 minutes. 2-0. 3-0 to Webb. Softball starts tomorrow night over at the complex here in Lloyd. Russell and Raceland will play in the first game at 6, followed by Lewis County and Greenup at approximately 8 p.m., and then their championship is on Wednesday. And a 4-pitch walk to Braden Webb, and the Rams have a runner aboard with 1 out here in the 5th. And now we'll get a courtesy runner for our pitcher over at first base, and Aiden Schaefer will come on to run.
Aiden Schaefer on the run for Webb. Up next for the Rams.
So Eli Lind steps in. He's 0 for 2.
Catcher Eli Lind.
Flew out and a ground out. Lind 1 for 3 in both meetings. Had a double in the first game, walked in the second. And the first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 5 straight have missed the zone for Roberts. Schaefer on the season has only attempted 2 stolen bases, in which he's been successful in both. He got a good arm with Taka behind the plate and a strong arm from Ferguson coming to the plate. You're going to try to steal, you're going to have to get a good jump. 1-0. At the letters, a called strike 1-1. Two, 3, and 4 coming up for the Lions in the visiting 6th inning of play. Should be a dandy matchup coming up with our second game tonight. It'll be the rubber match between Russell and Greenup County. Greenup took the first meeting, 9-3. Russell answered back with a 5-0 win in game 2. Roberts a long study of the rudder at first as he goes to the belt. 1-1. Off the end of the bat, and that one finds its way through into right field, and a base hit. So Lind picks up his first hit of the contest, 4th hit of the ball game for the Rams. And they're 2 on with 1 out, and Zane Bailey in.
Up next for the Rams, right fielder number 16, Zane Bailey.
So we got a courtesy runner for Lind, as Sam Lind will come in. His brother, his younger brother, that is.
Running for Lind, number 19, Sam Lind.
So now Zane Bailey climbs in, 1 for 2. Hit into a fielder's choice and then singled on a ground ball through the middle. He rolls this one slowly back to Prater at short. He'll step on the bag and just get him. Bang, bang play out at second, but the runners will go at the corners now, and there's 2 down in the inning. Bailey has literally rolled the ball within a foot in 3 swings tonight in the same place out near shortstop. And Prater had to wait on it so long, it was a much closer play than it could have been out at second base. So now it's up to Parker Eisen, who is 0 for 2. A fly out and reached on an error when he bunted a ball last time through. He chops this one over towards short. A backhand Prater. He'll go to Ferris at second base. A nice play by Ellie De La Cruz out there at shortstop. And the Rams threaten but can't push any across. We've played 5. Raceland leads at 4-0. We return to Lloyd after this on Kool TV.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, 4-0 Raceland. Do up this inning for Lewis County, 2, 3, and 4, Tackett, Ferguson, and Prater. The Rams will have the bottom 3 of its order coming up. I should say their order coming up. Thacker, Bloss, and Pennington. Hoping that they won't need the bats in the 7th. Raceland trying to clinch what would be their 5th consecutive trip into the regional tournament. Marty Mills, in his 8 seasons, has only missed it 1 year. That was in 2018. Of course, we didn't play in 2020 due to COVID.
Up first this inning, number 33, Colton Tackett.
So Colton Tackett leads things off. He's 0 for 2. The first pitch misses up and away for a ball, 1-0. Tackett was 0 for 2 with a walk in the first meeting. He went 2 for 5 in game 2 with an RBI. The 1-0. Chopper over to Bloss, and he can't play it. He got 8 up on that one. 4th error of the ball game. Taylor didn't even flinch on that one. The only thing we were missing up here was Jim Archie going E5.
Tackett reaches first safely.
I was coaching with Raceland when my son played, and we came down here, and there was a ground ball hit to our shortstop, and it hadn't even made it through his legs into left field. E6. I was like, man, that guy has no cares. So Kyron Ferguson 1 for 2. He doubled his last time through. He lifts this one in the elevator shaft. Lynn giving it a look. Tosses the mask up against the fence and overruns it. So new life for Ferguson. It's one of those tough plays as a catcher. You get up against the fence and that ball's drifting back toward you, and you're wondering if it's going to get there or not. This is not a guy you want to give extra chances to. Third time through the order for the Lions, seeing Webb. And Ferguson teed him up really nice last time. Fannin in the gap in left center field. And a quick check over of the runner. And Tackett's back to the bag easily. Thacker playing about 4 steps off the fence, so that's going to allow him not to get burnt with the ball over his head. A breaking ball, nice pitch there in the outer half. It's 0-2. Webb with 5 strikeouts in the ballgame. He's only given up 1 walk. It's the first time that the Lions have seen him. They did not see him in the 2 series meetings in the regular season. Here's a nub back to the Webb. He'll go to second base. Eisen turns it, and it's a double play. How about a 1-6-3, 2 down in the inning? Here's a look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Webb fielded it quickly, got it to Eisen. Eisen delivered a nice ball back to shore. So 2 down in the inning, base is empty, and Xavier Prater climbs in 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Slider misses down and in for a ball, 1-0. A double killing by the Rams, their first in the ballgame. Lewis County with 2. That one misses down and in, 2-0. Might have gotten that pitch if that's where they wanted it, but Lind was not looking for it there, and he had to reach inside and kind of pull that one back. So really tough to get that call at this level. Want to get inside this time as he sets up there, and Webb pumps it in there, and it's 2-1. That's the difference between the 2 pitches. Pretty much the same location. It's just the catcher was set up away on the last pitch. This pitch, it was right where they had him set up, and you're going to get the mitt and the pop of the call. 2 down, bases empty. The 2-1. Chopper over to the third base side, a backhand by Bloss, and it's a foul ball. Right in front of the bag. It just bent foul. So we go 2's wild across the board as Webb will fire his 80th pitch coming on this delivery. Senior trying to pitch his team into the district championship game tomorrow night. Southpaw set from the belt. The 2-2 to Prater. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Lynn drops it, tries to tag him out, and they finally will. That looked like 2 guys running in quicksand with one not getting his foot up higher than the other. 6th strikeout of the ball game. Lions are down in the 6th. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. Rams lead at 4-0. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
4-0 as we go to bottom of inning number 6. Rams 7, 8, and 9 coming through. Hoping it's the last time they'll need the sticks here in this one. And they're trying to punch their ticket into the regional championship and tomorrow night's district championship game. Rams region champs in 21 and 23. In 21, they rolled through the field. They defeated West Carter 22-0 in 3 innings. These games were played over at Ashland. They shut out Boyd 6-0 and it beat Ashland 11-1 in 5. Last year, they beat Morgan County 13-3 in 5 innings, outlasted Rowan County 3-2, and then got the benefactor of East and Greenup County playing in that semifinals matchup that basically East Carter had to burn up its pitching and didn't have anything on the backside of it, and Raceland took care of that one 10-4 for the second region championship under Marty Mills. Mills, the second longest tenured coach in the 63rd from the head coaching side of things. The guy that's been around longer than any of them is the skipper for the Musketeers, but he's only been at the helm for 2 years after taking over for his brother. So Connor Thacker starts things off, and he'll lace this one out of play on the third base side. Had a 2 RBI double his last time through. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Game 2 coming up. Got about 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one, a second stream, so they're on Kool TV. You want to watch with us, just click on the second stream and join us. Thacker settles in for the 1-1. He was 0 for 3 in the first meeting. He laces this one into left center field in his second hit of the ball game. Went 3 for 4 with 3 runs driven in with a double and triple in game number 2.
Thacker with a single for the Rams.
So hit number 5 for the Rams, and Thacker aboard for the second time tonight. Landon Bloss climbs in 0 for 1. Grounded out and had a sacrifice his last time through. Ferguson in on the grass over at third base as Roberts from the belt. Bloss shows bunt and leaves this one upstairs for a ball 1-0. Bloss was 0 for 3 in game number 1. Did not bat. He pitched in game number 2. Actually started that game. Rams kind of went Johnny bullpen that night. 5 different pitchers saw action, I believe, that evening. The 1-0. Outside corner, a call and strike, 1-1. Beautiful evening here in Lloyd. Postseason is on us. Regional tournament will start up next Monday over at Russell. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Softball regional tournament will play Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those games will play over at Ashland Paul Blazer High School. Stop by there, Saturday night, checking some stuff out and trying to get everything squared away for our broadcast and everything. And Scott Ingram was there, talked with him. Facility looks beautiful, as always. He does a great job of taking care of everything over there and always has. Hat tip to Coach Logan and his staff here. They were working feverishly all the way up before game time and put a lot of work in here yesterday, and this field looks marvelous as always. It's always a great place to come. Very well manicured and tailored. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bloss. See if the Rams leave the bunt on. Ferguson goes back at the edge of the bag now. Thacker leads away from first base. Roberts from the belt. And this one's hacked foul at the plate. The count hangs at 1 ball and 2 strikes to the freshman third baseman. Good news for Reds fans, they can't lose tonight. They don't play. Sorry, I had to get that in there. Speaking of the Red Sox are leading the Rays 1-0 for top of the 4th inning down at the Trop. That's a called strike 3 at the knees for the first out of the 6th.
Up next for the Rams, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So Michael Pennington climbs in. He's 1 for 2. He laced a line drive to right over top of the drawn-in infield his last time through. Braves still lead the Padres 2-0 that game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Guardians have added 1 back on the Mets. It's 3-1 top of the 6th in Cleveland. That was a called strike on a low strike. Brewers have taken a 1-0 lead over the Marlins down in Miami. That game in the top of the 5th inning. Nationals lead the Twins 3-1. Yankees lead the Mariners 2-0. I hate the Yankees, but man, they're stinking good this year. If it came down to me having to be a Yankees fan or just giving up baseball, I think I'd rather watch synchronized swimming or basket weaving than be a Yankees fan. Daggone, they're good this year. And that's without Garrett Cole. Trying to buy their 28th World Series championship. They unloaded a lot of cash over the offseason to bring in some big names, and one of those big names was Juan Soto, and he just fit right in the pinstripes. All of a sudden, the game that was flowing nicely has turned into molasses in the wintertime. 1-1, that one's off the catcher's mask into the backstop. It's 1-2. Top of the order, Parker Fannin awaits in the on-deck circle. Thacker over at first base with the opening single. Bloss retired with strikes. Now Pennington trying to roll things back to the top of the order with only one out. Rams leading at 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a ball right back up the middle, a hot hop. Prater throws and gets the runner at second base. The wide throw brings Detillion off the bag, so it goes down as the fielder's choice, 6 unassisted, and there's 2 down in the inning, and a heck of a play there by Xavier Prater. Had to really do a good job of staying down on that one when it took the crazy hop off the mound, and sometimes those are the most difficult balls to deal with. So we go back to the top of the order, Parker Fannin, who's 0 for 3. Reached on an error twice, and he lined into a double play. Back to Prater, who ended the inning in his last inning of work. Rams are hoping it's the last time they'll need their bats tonight. 2 finals in the bigs today. Padres took game 1 over the Braves, 6-5. Blue Jays beat up on the White Sox 9-3 up in Toronto. 1-0, called strike, 1-1. 5, 6, and 7 will come up in the Lions' 7th inning. Roberts, Egbert, and Reeder needing at least 4. Rams will like to tack on a couple more here just for comfort. Fannin awaits the 1-1. There goes the runner. Pitches upstairs, throw down to second base. If we're playing wiffle ball, he's out. Unfortunately, we're not, and he's safe because the ball hit him in the helmet. So it's 2-1 at the plate. Pennington steals second base, and the Rams have a runner in scoring position here with 2 down in the 6th. So Ken Roberts dance out of danger again like he did in his last inning. Chopper through the hole, left side, that's a base hit. Here comes Pennington to the plate. Here comes the throw, it's cut off. Fannin comes through with a 2-out RBI single, 5-0 Raceland. Nice piece of hitting there that drew Prater across and opened up the 6-hole wide open for him to push the ball through.
From second. Makes it 5-0 Raceland.
And Caden Shore comes to the plate now. Shore's 0 for 2. A walk, a ground out or a ground ball error, and a strikeout swinging his last time through. There goes Fannin. Here's a throw down to second base, and they got him. Nice throw by Colton Tackett that cuts Fannin down only for the 6th time this season. Here's a look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. 5-0 as we go to the 7th after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Top of the 7th inning, Braden Webb trying to close it out and take the complete game win. Looking for what would be, hang on a second, I've lost my paper. Webb's trying to pick up his 6th win of the season. Top of the 4th inning in 64th District Baseball, Fairview leading Ashland 2-0. I got some heads turning. I actually predicted that one today. Top of the 4th. Fairview leads Ashland 2-0. So Roberts, Egbert, and Reeder, the 3 scheduled to appear here, or the Lions season will come to a close for what will be the 12th consecutive loss to Raceland. And the first pitch from Braden Webb pumps that one in there for a call and strike. It's 0-1. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch, 0-2. Russell and Greenup up next. The second of 2 opening round games here in the 63rd District Tournament. 0-2, outside corner, called strike 3. Webb fans his 7th of the ball game, a 1 away in the 7th. And Braxton Egbert comes in. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error and flied out to center.
Up next for Lions, Braxton Egbert.
Braden Webb tossing darts out there right now. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, that one's just wide. 1-1. Lifted skyward, that was going to get out of play. One ball and 2 strikes to the center fielder. Raceland trying to pick up win number 28, and which would punch them into their 5th consecutive district championship game. Trying to go for the 3-peat after winning it in 22 and 23. Egbert settles back in. The 1-2. That one's wide, 2-2. Still touching 80 at 87 pitches deep in the ball game. That's kind of where he stays most of the contest, 78 to 80. This one's chopped foul. Really good job there by Egbert to spoil that one away. That's when you see 80 and then all of a sudden 67 and it puts the brakes on. It makes it tough. See what the southpaw elects to grab here. Chris Hughes calls the pitch count out. Here's the 2-2. And it's a fastball and it's low. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count to Braxton Egbert. 1 away, 5-0 Raceland. Only the 2nd time that Webb has worked a full count. Here it comes with a payoff pitch. And it's a 1-hopper out to Pennington. He got a turf hop off the grass there, and there's 2 down. And Waylon Reeder comes in. He's 0 for 2. Reeder a ground out and a strikeout looking. Lions down to their final out of the season. Sunfall has drifted away, and the field is totally covered in shade now. And the first pitch to Reeder is a swing and a miss. Webb trying to pick up his 6th win of the season and doing it in shutout fashion. The 0-1. Fastball misses up and away. It's 1-1. 81 on the radar gun there. Upstairs, 2-1. Webb has only given up 1 walk in the ball game. We've only had 3 total. All pitchers that have worked this evening have given up 1 each. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back off the face mask of Lynn. That's the 2nd time he's taken one off the mask tonight. The count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flip those Goldilocks back in that helmet and stuff them back up in there. So Lions down to their final strike of the season. Webb trying to close it out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Reeder. The southpaw winds and deals. Breaking ball in there, called strike 3, and the Rams win at 5-0. 8th strikeout of the ball game for Braden Webb as he goes the distance to pick up his 6th win and punches the Rams ticket in tomorrow night's championship game as they'll go into the regional tournament for the 5th consecutive season. And tomorrow night they go for the three-peat as they'll mate up with the winner of Greenup and Russell, who is up next. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Final score here this evening, Raceland wins it 5-0. Here's how it went down. Raceland pushed across a run in the 3rd inning, did not get their first hit until the 4th. That's when they pushed across 3 runs, 2 of those coming off an RBI, 2 RBI double from Connor Thacker. Rams played it another one in the 6th, and they win it by a final score of 5-0. Only 2 hits on the evening for Lewis County. Kyron Ferguson had a double. Brody Detillion had the first hit of the ball game. That was the only 2 hits that they plated. Raceland with only 6 tonight. Connor Thacker goes 2 for 3 from the bottom half of the order. He drove in those 2 on the 2 RBI double in inning number 4. Pitching looks like this. Prater goes 4 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. He struck out a batter, walked a batter. He'll take the loss. Kaysen Roberts goes 2 innings, 3 hits, a run. It was earned. Struck out 2, walked a batter. Braden Webb gets the complete game win. 2 hits, no runs, struck out 8. He walked a batter. And he'll pick up the win for number 6 on the season. Lewis County finishes out its year at 12-17. Raceland moves to 28-7. They'll play the winner of Russell and Greenup County, which is up next. Here's your final box score for Lewis County. No runs, 2 hits, 5 errors. They leave 4 runners on base. For Raceland, 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors. They also left 4 runners on base. 1 hour, 54 minutes it took us to decide this one. The Rams off to the regional tournament and a trip into tomorrow night's championship game with the winner of Greenup County and Russell, which is up next on the line. Hat tip to my crew tonight. Over on the field level cameras, Felicia Carr. My executive producer tonight is Jacob Hankins. Again, our second stream will get going here in about 20 minutes. Join us over there for the call of Greenup County and Russell here from Lloyd in the 63rd District Baseball Tournament. That's it for us on this one. Final score again, Raceland 5, Lewis County nothing. For Jacob Hankins, Felicia Collier, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying good night, and we'll talk to you in just a bit right here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching the 2024 63rd District Baseball Tournament live from Greenup County High School on Kool TV. This broadcast of the 63rd District Baseball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.